radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot7025fm.com.
It's your main man, 360 the Poet from the Morning Wood. And are you looking for the perfect drink? Well, you found it. Mimosa Royale is the perfect combination of California sparkling white wine and natural juice that is both tasty and refreshing. No artificial colors or flavors, no sugar added, and it's gluten-free. As the world's first ready-to-drink mimosa, Mimosa Royale is perfect for any occasion, day or night. You no longer have to drink 12 of those seltzers just to get that perfect buzz. At 8% alcohol, Mimosa Royale is the perfect drink to party with. Offered in a variety of flavors and sizes, you are bound to find a Mimosa Royale that you'll love. We have berry, mango, apple, and orange, with more flavors to come. Mimosa Royale is the most award-winning flavored wine that serves in bottles or cans. You can find them online at drinkmimosa.com or find them at your local liquor store. Ask for it by name. Mimosa Royale.
Hey, it's Icarice, and I'm here to tell you about Hotcast for Podcasting. We are a podcasting studio located in Las Vegas, Nevada, in the Hot 702.5 FM studios. You can book online at hot7025fm.com. Just click on Hotcast. You can book and find your times right there. Thank you for booking with Hotcast for Podcasting.
Hey, what's up?
All your favorite artists.
Check it out.
Say my name.
DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars.
On hot7025fm.com.
E-Class Consulting. It's owned and operated by Icarice, providing tools, training, and resources that are sure to make you and your business even more successful. We are staffed with a marketing, credit, tax, and a real estate consultant. E-Class Consulting also provides a temporary admin service called E-Class Admins. Want to book an appointment with E-Class Consulting? Call 702-518-3002 or email book@eclassconsulting.com. E-Class Consulting, navigating you to greatness. Tune in now on hot7025fm.com.
Yeah, it's your girl Cheryl Underwood, and you're tuned into the hottest news station on the planet, Hot 702.5.
No limit to the limit. Welcome to Marriage Bootcamp. No limit to the limit with Robert and Vicky Bell. I thought I told you. No limit to the limit for better or for worse. No limit to the limit for richer or poor. No limit to the limit in sickness and health. I thought I told you to love and cherish until death do you part. 1 + 1 =
1.
2 is bigger, but it's
Still 1.
1 1,000, but 2
10,000.
Team Bell, Rob and Vicky Bell, Hot 702.5.
We out. Welcome to Marriage Bootcamp with Vicky and Robert Bell on Hot 702.5 FM, Risky Radio.
I'm live in person. Welcome to Marriage Bootcamp with the Bells here at Hot 702.5 Risky Radio, coming to you live from the hot streets of Las Vegas. Marriage Bootcamp with the Bells. I know y'all disappointed. I know y'all still disappointed. Where's she at? Where's Lady Bell at? When we gonna see her? We miss Lady Bell. I miss her too. But always remember, where I am, there she is also. She never too far away. But once again, y'all got me. Y'all in good hands. Lady Bell, you better get back soon, girl. I'm starting to enjoy this because I feel like I can say whatever the hell I want to say. And I'm feeling kind of free today, girl. I'm feeling good this morning. I ain't had no coffee in a month, and I had some coffee this morning. And my mind is going left, right, up, and down. And I had a good topic. I don't had about 8 topics this week, Lady Bell. Lady Bell had about 8 topics, and the one that popped up last night on our way home, The one that popped up was, but I ain't gonna do it though. I'm gonna wait till you get back. I'm gonna need you here with me in the studios. But this topic popped up. It was one of my 8 topics, but that's the one that was ringing in my head last night. And since I'm here all by myself, Lady Bell, how you doing this morning? I got to give you a special shout out, Lady Bell. Let me slow down. I was gonna talk, Lady Bell, about. I'm gonna wait till you get back though. You know, because we talk about politics, we talk about this, we talk about money, we talk about that, we talk about this, we talk about church, and I want to get back to when it was just relaxing, casual conversation, the love of marriage, the peace of marriage, the joy of marriage, the pleasure of marriage, and you know those topics: money, sex, communication. Those are the most biggest causes of separation and divorce. And we like to talk about that and keep people informed. But, you know, we used to do a thing called, what was it called? The 10. Oh, Lady Bell. Hey, Lady Bell. I'm going to wait till you get back. Remember we used to do that topic? The 10 pleasures of an orgasm. I can't wait till you get back, Lady Bell. We're going to talk about that. Wasn't it called the 10 pleasures? It's pleasure. The 10 benefits of a orgasm. I said the word orgasm. And I ain't talking about a place in China. I ain't talking about a place in Japan. But orgasm is a place in heaven. A place you want to be, a place she needs to be, a place she wants to be. But I'm going to get off of that. Lady Bell, can I give you a shout out? Happy birthday to you. I want to say happy birthday to you, girl. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Happy birthday to you. Man, girl. I ain't gonna say your age since you ain't here with me, but I can't believe you that young. I can't believe it. I can't believe you that young. Thank you, thank you. May you have a blessed birthday. May you have a happy birthday. And we gonna make the best of it. We gonna make the best of it with everything that's going on, girl. We gonna make the best of this birthday. Hey, I ain't had nothing planned, but since everything that's going on, I think, we got to do something, girl. I got to do something special for you. I got to do. Happy birthday, Lady Bell, also known as Vicky, better known as Valissa. And since I'm on you, Lady Bell, I think I'm on. Maybe that'll be the topic today. Who is Lady Bell? Who is Vicky? Who is Valissa? Who is also known as the prettiest one? Also known as the prettiest one. Lady Bell, since you ain't here, I'm gonna tell a quick story. We was out one night, Lady Bell. We was at Eliante having a good old time. We dancing as usual. You and your wife should always be dancing. Always be dancing. Always have a 1-step or a 2-step. You should always be dancing. We was out one night, and for y'all who know and don't know, I would always say, y'all know who I'm with, the prettiest one. And so we leaving the club one night. And we at the valet. And the valet guy pretty much knew me. So he run your ticket at. I said, my wife gave it to you. And I said, he was like, he said, I know your wife. I said, he was like the prettiest one. I said, that's right. You know who I'm with. So this dude gonna say to me, man, listen, this dude gonna say to me, I'm minding my own business. He gonna say to me, every week you talking about your wife is the prettiest one. Your wife is the prettiest one. My wife is pretty too. Your wife, she ought to be pretty to you, And she ought to be the prettiest one to you. I said, so your wife is the prettiest one also to you. And one thing my grandmama always say, man, I love my grandmama. She would always say, you know, everybody say, of course, everybody think their wife is beautiful. Everybody think their husband is handsome. We're going to talk about that. I'm going to get into that too. Because, Lady Bell, because, you know, that dude sent me that song. Well, he sent me that song about a year ago. My man, that song, he said, why do you love me? Why do you love me? But what was I saying? Man, I miss you, Lady Bell. My mind, and I had that coffee this morning. I shouldn't have drunk that coffee. What was I saying? See, this is what you get when you get live radio, TV, live broadcast here at Hot 70205 here in Vegas, Las Vegas, Nevada. Fight night. So he was talking about, you know, his wife was pretty. I was talking about what my grandmama said. Cause you know, whoever you marry, whoever you with, you all at least think they look good, handsome, beautiful, cute, nice looking. But you know, sometimes, you know, you can be with somebody and, you know, it's sort of like, I'm going to say it, Lady Bell, sort of like, you know, when somebody have a baby and they say all babies is cute. And you know, sometimes you don't look in the bassinet and not look like a little, look like, I ain't going to say it. You know, but my grandma say, you know, the old saying was, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You know, we all don't see it. You see a couple together, you be like, how did he get her? You see a gorgeous woman with a dude that's like maybe a 4. You be like, how did he get her? Or you see a guy that might be a 10. He with a female that ain't all that cute. But beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I had a friend, you know, he was a pretty boy. He was a pretty boy and always was with nice looking, beautiful women. But he married I'm going to leave that alone. But my grandma, you would say, the old saying was, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. My grandmama added something to that. She said, yes, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Because whoever you behold, he might be handsome to you. She might be gorgeous to you. But my grandmother said, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But everybody can see ugly. Everybody can see ugly. I don't care how handsome I look to Vicky. I believe Vicky think I'm a 12. But, you know, I think I'm a good 6. My personality bumped me up to 8. Lady Bell say I'm the commitment colonel. My commitment bumped me up to a 9. She said I was a good daddy, so that bumped me up to a 10. Her mama loved me. So that bumped me up to 11. So beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but what all does it behold is more than just the physical aspect of it. So, you know, you go up the scale when you start adding all, because, you know, because beauty is only skin deep. Beauty is only skin deep. I don't care how beautiful a woman is, if she ugly on the inside, if she nasty on the inside, if she has no personality, she have no niceness, she have no kindness on her tongue, boy, you get ugly real. Hey, to all the pretty women out there, you get ugly real quick to your husband if you have absolutely no kindness on your tongue. I said some things a few years ago. I think I'm going to repeat it right now again today. I don't care how beautiful you are, but if, I'm talking to the lady. I don't care how beautiful you are. I'm going to say this. I said this a few years ago. I think it's worth repeating. I had a friend married to a very, very beautiful woman. But her personality and her tongue was very sharp. He said, I don't even see her beauty anymore. I don't even see her beauty anymore. So, ladies, you spending all that time with the foundation and the blush and the blemish and the rouge and the Maybelline and the Bobbi Brown and the MAC. Sometimes you just can't pretty up the outside. Sometimes the husband told me to tell y'all, you got to put some of that makeup on your heart. You got to put some of that foundation on your tongue. You got to put some of that highlight on your tongue. Put some of that, what's another kind of makeup? Put some of that Bobbi Brown, some of that Bobbi Mac, whatever it is. Put some of that stuff on your heart and on your tongue. It's nothing worse than a gorgeous woman with a sharp tongue. It's nothing worse than a gorgeous woman. I'm talking about physical beauty. It's nothing worse than a gorgeous woman with a nasty attitude. It's nothing worse than that. I just threw that in on Nugget. But we're talking about, so the guy gonna talk about, well, your wife, and you always talking about your wife is the prettiest one. My wife is pretty too. Well, your wife ought to be pretty to you. As I looked at his wife, I said, yeah, and I definitely said, yeah, she ought to be pretty to you. I feel Lady Bell telling me to leave that alone. Hey, girl, you know I love you. Happy birthday. And since I'm talking about you this morning, and I think about that song, you know, every time I hear that song, I cry. And, you know, I might get a little emotional since I had that coffee. The name of the song is Why Do I Love You? Why do she love me? Why? I'm loud. Most of the time I have no filter. Most of the time, man, I wish she were here. I need her list. But most of the time I'm loud. I have no filter. But this girl loves me. And my buddies will say, you know, it's one thing. It's one thing when you know your wife loves you. It's one thing when you know your wife likes you. It's another thing when you know your wife cares about you. Especially when she got your back. But when other men, when other gentlemen see and say, you have a good wife. That's special to me when I got 7 sisters. All my sisters love my wife. All my sisters tell me all the time how blessed I am. Why do she love me? Woo! It's cooling off in Vegas. Allergy season is kicking in. So, why do she love me? Can I take y'all back? Can I take y'all back to the, I done told y'all the story about the Key Bank, and I told y'all the story about the Aldi's. But let me take y'all back to February 28th, 1997. I told y'all, we didn't talk for a whole year and a half. We didn't talk from June of 95. We didn't speak the rest of the year in 1995. We did not speak all of 96, a whole year and 6 months. January 3rd, I told you how she called me January 3rd. We went to counseling. We had 8 counseling sessions set up. And the counselor told us, we don't, you know, just if y'all gonna live by what y'all got wrote down, y'all gonna be good. Why do she love me? So that was January 3rd. February 28th, you talking about 50 days later, we was married after not talking a year and a half. January 3rd, by February 28th, we was married. I said, girl, I'm not wasting no time. Why do she love me? Hey, I got a whole list of things down here why she loved me and things she had did. I think the first thing, that girl loves her some lobster and crab legs and shrimp. I'm allergic to shellfish. Do you know? Now the whole time we was dating, she ate her lobster, she ate her crab legs, she ate her shrimp. But this girl not eating the shrimp since February 28th, 1997. The girl have not eaten a shrimp. The girl have not had a crab leg. The girl have not had a lobster. The girl have not had a mussel. The girl have not had an oyster since February 28th. I said, girl, why do she love me? I said, girl, you ain't got to stop eating shrimps, shellfish, because I'm allergic to it. Why do she love me? She said, yes, I am, because if I eat a shrimp and I kiss you, I'm like, girl, I don't think I'm that sensitive. Why do she love me? She said, I ain't even taking a chance. Meanwhile, you know how many times we don't sit down at dinner with people and everybody eating their shrimp and their lobsters and their crab legs and all of that, and they like, oh, y'all ain't eating shellfish? Well, Rob is allergic to them. Well, what about you, Vicky? No, I ain't allergic to them, but I don't eat them because of Rob. Girl, you a good one. You know how many women I don't heard say, girl, I'm not giving up shrimp. I'm not giving up crab legs. I'm not giving up lobster for him because he's allergic. Wow. Why do she love me? Wow. Thank you, girl. That girl ain't had a shrimp since 1997. Ain't had a crab leg. Ain't had a lobster tail. And we be at the restaurant. And the kids, when the kids was little, they popping crab legs and shrimp. Be like, well, yeah, you better not get too close to us, because we ain't gonna stop you. Why do she love me? I wrote down something here. Why does she love me? I wrote this down in the car on my way here, because everything was running through my mind. I said, it's this girl's birthday. Oh, I give y'all a quick story. Why do she love me? And see, love is not just a feeling; it's an action. Love is action. Like I say, we got married. I had 2 kids. She had 2 kids. I'm everything go in one pot financially. So I'm paying child support. See, that's why I say you got to have a plan. You got to stick to the plan. And when I say couples living before, I love this girl. At that time, she was in financing for years. She was what kind of banking was she in? Whatever type of banking she was in, she was in private banking. So all her clients had to have a net worth of $1 million or more. All her clients had to have a net worth of $1 million or more. And I remember I was taking her to lunch one day, and I'm sitting up there, and a little old lady came in, about 4'5", looked like a bag lady. And so after Vicky got done with her, and we go to lunch, she was like, you know how much that woman worth? And she said, every time that woman come here, she nails everything down to the penny. Well, I'm missing a quarter here. I'm missing a dime here. What happened? This lady was, but I guarantee you, if you saw her, you would have thought she was a bag lady. So Lady Bell always been on top of the money. Always been a great financier when it comes to us. So, like I said, we got married. But see, we always based our income. Hey, this is our story. This is our opinion. This is our trials and tribulations. This is what we dealt with. I hope it'll help you, help somebody. We always try to base our standard of living on one income. We get married February 28th, 1997. December of 97, because we had 4 kids. We want to make sure, since it's going to be a blended family, everybody got their own bedroom. So we buy a 5-bedroom house in December of 97. So everybody can have their own bedroom. It's live radio. I got this. I'm thinking. So this February 97, December 97, we buy the house. March of 97, I want a new car. So because it's 5 of us now, and her grandmama hung up with us all the time. So we needed something big, and she was like, back then caravans and the family van was in style. I'm like, girl, I'm not driving a van. So I'm getting me a brand new Expedition Eddie Bauer. So I get that in March of 98. Now we into 1998. Make two payments on this thing. And even though it was in the budget, but do you want this type of payment on an Expedition, or do you want a I think she wanted a Caravan. I think it was a Caravan she wanted. That Chrysler Caravan. They came out with the new little sporty, the automatic side door and all. I'm like, girl, I'm not riding around no Caravan. So even though we had the Expedition in the budget, the Caravan would have been cheaper. I think the Caravans was running like $18,000 at that time. Eddie Bauer Expedition was running close to 35, 30, almost double the price. We get that in March of 98. May of 98, after 2 payments, I lose my job. But like I say, you always listen, husband, listen, father, listen, man in the house. You always have to live below your means, just in case. Just in case. Have you seen the craziness that's been going on these last 8 months? I don't know if my figures is right, but they said over 300,000 women of color have lost their job in the last 8 months. 300,000 women of color have lost their job. And at that time, I was on my job 15 years with a union. And once you got 10 years in, you was guaranteed a job. I don't care what your position was, you was guaranteed a job. And if they faded out your department or anything, we listened to the guy last week talk about $25 an hour. This was 1998. I was making like $22, $23 an hour. So when I understand when he said, "Oh, back then $20 an hour," back in 1988, you was balling. You were balling back then in 1998. If you was making $15 an hour in 1998, you was balling. And so it's like, even if you lose your job, no matter what your position is, if we send you over here to sweep floors, you kept your pay. Now, that's a union job. And they're like, no, we don't care what the union say. We don't care what the contract say. If you go up there and look on that board, it was a Tuesday after Memorial Day weekend. I'm talking in May. And I went to work. We done bought this house in December of 97. We done bought this new Expedition, and I go in there that Tuesday after Memorial Day weekend, and they stopped all of us and said, everybody go over in that room in there. If your name ain't on the board, you don't have a job. You don't have a job, just like that. Just going into work, you don't have a job. So now my name ain't on the board. I said, I got to go home and tell this woman. And I'm like, all day long, I'm thinking, did this dude just come back in my life and marry me because he knew he was going to lose his job, and that I got him. So I'm like, man, all the way home, I'm thinking what I'm going to tell this woman. I get home and she said, Ann, And she's like, we good. We good. Don't worry about it. We good. And this was, and so let me give y'all a story. Back in 1998, back in 1998, and it was this high back then. For 2 years, my ex-wife, I want to say like $700 a month. So, boy, you know, ain't behind in child, none of that. Always made my payments. So now you go from, I'm paying $700 a month. Now I go from a job to unemployment. My unemployment was, I want to say my unemployment was $300 a week. My unemployment was $300 a week. So that's $1,200 a month. But you know what? You know what child support did? They still took, I think they were taking 150. I won't say they're taking. They were still taking 150 out a week. No, they weren't taking. No, they wasn't. What was they taking? Well, whatever it was, I was going to be short in my child support payments. You know what this woman did? I said, this woman was still writing a check to child support every month to make sure I didn't get behind. Who does that? I'm like, hold up now, girl. We're gonna make sure everything is covered here. No, Rob, you're not getting behind in your child support payments. Why do she love me? We was only married a little bit over a year. It kills me. Listen, gentlemen, it kills me when I hear a woman say, yeah, thank you for reminding me. It kills me when I hear a woman say, man, what was I going to say? Oh, it killed me when I hear a woman say, listen, gentlemen, you dating a female and she was like, and she going back and forth with you about, let's say you paying your child support and you trying to do extra for your kids. Don't do that. You already paid child support. You already paid your child support. You ain't got. You know what this woman did? I'm talking about Lady Bell. I'm talking about Vicky. I'm talking about Melissa. She still made sure that that child support got paid for every month. When she went shopping, when it was time to go to school, she went shopping for everybody. She went shopping for everybody. She didn't just, look, no, hey, and I would be like her, hey, she getting child support. That's her job to get school clothes. She still went going shopping for everybody with no hesitation. Why do she love me? It was another great thing this girl did about. She did so many great things. And when I say this, I know when they say that. No, she's nowhere near perfect, but she's perfect for me. See, you got to find somebody who's perfect for you. You got to find somebody who works with you. You got to find somebody. But see, I know she loved me, but I think why she hang around, because she likes me. She likes me, and I can be somewhere and I can be loud, and people be like, "Girl, you've been with him so long, you don't even hear how loud he is no more." At first I thought she was just tuning me out. This girl, she hear everything. This girl hear and see everything I do, even when she ain't with me. Like right now, I can hear her talking to me right now. I can be somewhere, and I can hear her say, "Don't say that, Rob. Don't do that, Rob. Don't go there, Rob." let me tell you another thing about child support. And I got to be careful with this because, when it comes to divorce, and I didn't have the prettiest divorce and, whole lot of issues with that divorce. And, me and my former wife, and I'm grateful now that we had a good relationship now. Because I don't care how old your kid gets. You be like, once you get old, you ain't got to deal with them. You're going to have to always deal with her. You're going to have to always deal with him. Marriages, grandbaby, this and that. You're going to have to always deal with them in some form or fashion. But at one point, I had got custody. So in the divorce, in the child custody procedures, I'm going real level. Somebody need to hear this, Lady Bell. When I went to court to get my kids, we talking about back in some years ago, over 20 years ago, the lawyer told me, "Oh, no problem, Mr. Bell. It's only going to cost you $3,000. By the time we was done, I spent over $15,000. I always tell couples, you're thinking about divorce, you're thinking about this. When we counsel young couples, when we was in Cleveland, we would tell them, go down to family court and just sit in the hallway and see the pain. See the pain that people is going through. When you say, it ain't going to hurt your kid, everybody hurts. Just go. You think about divorce, go to family court and just sit in the hallway and see the pain and the anguish and the disappointment. So I got custody of my kids, and part of the agreement was my ex-wife didn't have to pay me child support for a year. So the year passed, it's down to like 10 months. And I'm going through files looking for all the court records and court papers. And Vicky's like, what are you looking for? Why does she love me? I was like, I'm looking for them court papers because in 2 months I can get my child support. I'm getting ready to go down there so I can get my child support. You know what this girl told me? As blessed as you are, leave that woman alone. Rob, you don't need that money. We don't need that money. I was like, no, I'm getting that money, and I'll give it to the kids. I'm doing something. I pay child support all them years. I want my money. And she was like, if you don't, as much as God don't bless you, look around you. Do you see how blessed you are? You ain't gonna bother that woman and mess with your blessings. Why do she love me? She could have been greedy and said, yeah, get it. You paid it all them years. Get yours. She didn't do that. Thank you, Lady Bell. Happy birthday to you. You know, when I got that fortune cookie. It's just when I got that fortune cookie last week, it said your kindness will surely be repaid. Man, I owe you so much, Lady Bell. Your kindness will surely be repaid. Thank you. Dude gonna talking about he crying again, Robert crying again. Yep. Hey, because the Bible says, keep your heart with all diligence because out of it flows the issues of life. You know why you so mad, dude? Because when the last time you cried? When the last time you shed a tear? When the last time you wiped a tear from your face? Oh, I'm going to always shed a tear because I need to keep my heart soft because I don't want to be mad. I don't want to be angry. I don't want to be upset. One thing I loved about my daddy, that man was if I could just borrow his smile, that man was always smiling. I think in my life, I might have seen that man mad and upset maybe twice. Maybe twice in my life, I might have seen that man upset. If I could just borrow his smile, if I could borrow his patience, his love. Happy birthday, Lady Bell. For your kindness will surely be. That's what the fortune cookie told me. Hey, and I went to the casino. I got that fortune cookie Sunday at the buffet. Your kindness will surely be repaid. And I went to the casino. Won me a couple $1,000. I kept telling the dealer, if I hit, your kindness will surely be repaid. And everybody started playing my numbers, and everybody was hitting, and they was like, read that fortune cookie again. I was like, your kindness will surely be repaid. But it just hit me, Lady Bell, as I'm sitting here thinking about the joy and the peace and the love that you have brought to us, to me and the children. Your patience. Happy birthday. Your kindness will surely be repaid. I think your birthday coming up, girl. I think you deserve a lobster tail. I think you deserve some crab legs. At least a shrimp or something, girl. And last but not least, even though it's your birthday, girl, you don't, hey. How many minutes I got left? 3, 2, 1. I got 3 minutes. Happy birthday to Lady Bell. May you continue to be blessed. May you stay blessed. May you stay kind. May you stay faithful. May the Lord kindness always be on your tongue. May you always be a crown upon my head. It's not good for man to be alone. I thank you that I am not alone. I was talking to my bestest friend since the 2nd grade. He's like, we ain't never been married, none of that. He's like, and even now at 62, I ain't never getting married, Rob. I said, well, you know me. I cannot. God said it's not good for Rob to be alone. Thank you for being the perfect helpmeet for me. Thank you for always having my back. Thank you for always looking out for me. Thank you for just being you. And as we start this new season in our life, girl, I promise you, your kindness will always must be repaid, because 1 + 1 will always be 1. Why do she love me? 2 is bigger, but it's still 1. Why do she love me? 1 1,000. Why do she love me? But 2, 10,000. May you be blessed this birthday and many more to come. Girl, your kind is going to be repaid in this new season of our lives. Team Bell, you know who I am. You know who I'm with. We out.
Welcome to Marriage Bootcamp with Vicki and Robert Bell on Hot 702.5 FM, Risky Radio.